after 9. We got stuff planned today. We're gonna start the day, however, with some breakfast. Hello. So we're out here about to get our life. Check that out. We got pancakes and an acai bowl, a little shot glass of syrup, and some
yes, a shot glass of syrup.
Yes. And some latte. Go ahead, drink it up, baby.
Yeah.
So we are out and about to get our eat on and have a full day planned. Well, not really a full day, but most of a day. Did some downtime and then figure out what we're gonna do for the eat situation. So just saying hi.
Hi, time for breakfast.
Time for breakfast. Let you know how this goes. You gonna try it? Try the bowl.
Okay. It's very big. We got some grapes, strawberry, lots of fruit. There's some granola over here. So let's see. It's just simple pineapple. Okay.
And that's acai ice cream on top. So, all right.
Breakfast.
Yes, for breakfast. So we're about to dig into this and hit you up in a little bit.
Breakfast is done. Off for the next part of our morning.
I'm sounding like me.
So, where are we off to, babe?
We're going to go on a electric car tour.
Electric car tour. It's a 6-hour tour. A 6-hour tour. So if you're in Lisbon, you need to get to a place. We wanted to make sure that we had breakfast early. So early here, 8:30 for breakfast at here it is, at the brunch cafe. So now we're gonna head off to the next part of our day. Like a motorcycle, man. I don't do motorcycles. So Kelly's in the back while I'm doing my driving in the front.
Oh boy, this is hard on the equipment. I'm glad we don't plan on having any children.
The most ecological way to discover the city of Lisbon. Get ready to have fun and to be the centre of attention, because although your Twizy is quiet, it attracts a lot of attention.
So we're on a very bumpy tour in a tiny little car. It's called a Twizy. It's kind of like a European smart car. And this thing is hard on the girly equipment. I would advise you to not do this, or at least not be the back passenger if children are in your future. Because your uterus will be around your knees by the end of the day. Got our trusted driver, Tammy. So we got 6 hours. This ought to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, you know, booty bumping notwithstanding.
Right, and important to note, like you said, you're not driving for 6 hours.
Yeah, you're not driving, so you can do this loop in about an hour and a half if you don't stop. So, but we'll stop because we want to see stuff and stretch our legs. And yeah, so it's a good way of being out and being self-directed. And you can hear the GPS.
our wheels.
Yeah, baby. We're going to that monument there.
After a lot of walking around down here in, what is it called again, Cal? Belém. We are going to take a break by going to get something to eat. And there are lots of choices along the water. Checking out the menu. But there's lots of places. This one is kind of fancy.
Something simpler.
Get something simpler, Kelly said. So I remember, yes, I got tapas down here. When we walked along here when there were not this many people out. A little after noon here. So the later it gets, the more people. That's why we like to get out early, to avoid crowds. Do what you gotta do and keep it moving.
All right, so we've been walking around Belém for a little while now. And it is time to have some lunch. A lot of options out this way, and we chose
Poutine. No, I'm not having that.
yes.
I'm having samosa.
She's having Indian samosas. So we about to chow down. It's warming up out here. Still got a little breeze, but really comfortable.
It's comfortable. I like it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I mean, I sweat because I'm a sweater and hot and moving, but it's this breeze is great, and it's not too hot out. Really.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Weather's been great.
Yeah, so just when you get too hot, then you go somewhere where it's cooler,
Right.
which is nice.
Yeah.
So we about to do this thing and then continue on with our booty bumping tour.
Yes.
Just the little shots around there. So we are right here at the waterfront, about to eat lunch. Looks pretty good. Let's see what it is. This is the Mexico. That's what they're calling it, Mexico. It's some kind of cheese and sour cream and salsa on basically French fries. So it's essentially Mexican cheese fries, even though they're calling it poutine. Poutine has something slightly different, but we'll take their word for it right now. Wash it down with a tea. All right. Bye.
little lady?
Not long legs.
Mm-hmm.
Our Jedi car.
Yes. Yes, like he said. We're going to go inside rather than stand in a long line. So Kelly and I were told not to follow the leaders, and the following the leaders were the people who would stand outside for takeaway. Well, look what happens when you come inside. There's a lot of people for the inside, but we decided we wanted to just go ahead and experience the inside. Or hi. You see a smile.
So we are here at, where are we? Pastéis.
Right there.
Pastéis de Belém. So we come here, you definitely got to get the pasteles. No other place gets to call them pasteles de Belém except here. In St. Louis, we have the Panera. It's called Panera everywhere else, but in St. Louis, it's still the bread company. Same thing here. Here, there's the pastel de Belém. Everywhere else, I think what they say have to be called pastel de.
I don't know because I can't speak it.
I can't remember what it's called either. But let's just say they can't call it that. So we're gonna give it a go. I've actually had one of these already from a bakery in New Jersey. All I remember is that I liked it. So. Oh, that's good.
So it's a pastry with custard.
Try it. You can put some cinnamon. I didn't do that.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Yeah, very flaky.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. So we're gonna munch this down. Got some coffee, got some drinks. Gonna have a little midday snack and then move on.
This is where the gentleman told us not to go, and this is why.
Wow, this line's going all the way down there just to get what we just had. Line stops here. That's pretty insane. This is very funny. Look at that. All done with our tour, and now we're headed back to the room for whatever we're gonna do next. And very busy out here right now. It's gotten very busy since we left. See all the action out here. Thankfully, we're not very far from our spot. So much going on. So loud. So very loud. But it was a good tour. We had a little parking lot snafu. I'll tell you about that another time. But the important part is we're good to go. We're still with you. There wasn't an accident. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so we survived it. You know, you travel enough, you're gonna have some snafus here or there. And that was that. So again, took a stroll, maybe checked out another part of the area here, and now headed back to the room, rather to our Airbnb, chill for a minute, and go from there. All right, so we're back out here in these here streets. About to go get a little dinner. Pam is down at the corner. I turn around, you can probably see her down there at the corner, trying to make sure that we're not walking to East Jesus. Gonna get some tapas and sangria, because apparently in Portugal they do the tapas and sangria just like they do it in Spain, with just like a Portuguese spin. So we're gonna try another spot. Stuff looks good, and that's about the size of it.
What you see is the winding part, but that was all uphill, so you can't see it. And now there's more uphill to come.
Y'all, these hills ain't no joke. We still gotta go up there. We just came from down there. It does not do it justice whatsoever. There is a tapas bar, wine bar right there, and I'm really hoping that's where we're going, because right now I need a drink. With honey. I think I'm supposed to also put some honey on it.
Yeah, get your honey.
Those were his best years. You shine from your hair.
All right.
I see.
Where did you get this book? Heart failure and heart failure. I prepared heart failure.
Yeah, try it.
It's a thing.
It does have salt.
Yeah.